Now we are tasked to discuss the lesson 5 entitled Developing Instructional Plan for Physical Education and Health. So, in our objectives, at the end of this lesson, you will be able to define meaning of lesson, discuss the importance of lesson plan in teaching physical education and health, identifying the different parts of the lesson plan, and lastly, evaluate the sample lesson plan. So now, I have here a question. So for you, why is it important to develop, as a future educator, to develop our instructional planning? So anyone? Sola? So, developing instructional plan is very crucial in conducting a lesson plan because instructional plan, it must also serve as guides para mas ma-comprehend or mas masabtan sa student kung sa atong ipagtudlo sa classes. So, developing instructional planning is very crucial. It helps teachers and also as future educators para dili kayo maglibog sa ginatudlo diri sa tubangan. Kung naman tayo instructional plan and also the lesson planning is dili organize ang atong pagtudlo, dili ta malibog, and also dili pud malibog ang student. So now we can now proceed to our introduction. Kindly read class. Wait lang. Okay, all together, kindly read.
To achieve objectives and long-term goals, as individuals should make a plan. A plan will serve as a guide for any individual to fully understand the nature of the undertaking, priorities, and targets. Stay oriented, identify available and required resources, foresee possible problems to occur, save time, and fulfill deadlines. Without proper planning, the risk of not completing the task is possible. Teachers are not excused from making plans. One of the major roles of teachers is to prepare and implement lessons that require careful and systematic planning.
So to achieve one of the goal of instructional planning is to achieve objectives and long-term goals, and individuals should make a plan. So we all know that objectives are the one who make kanang ginabuhat nato specific, so time-bounded siya. And the long-term goal is katong taas yung process na itong ginabuhat. So, a plan will serve as a guide for any individual. So, kanina instructional planning is serve as a guide for us na naatay fully understand the nature of undertaking na kanang ginapakita, ginapasabot na sa student is dili sila manibog. So, set priorities and targets. So, in conducting or developing instructional planning, we need to set priorities and targets para specific lang atong matudlo para dili pod kaayo kanang daghan ang makuha sa student nga libog na kaayo. Stay oriented, identify available and required resources. So in conducting instructional planning is need nato ma-require ang identify ang available resources. So dapat kung maganda to og instruction or maghimot ang instructional planning is kanang paano siya, available bang resources is kanang katong ginabuhat nimo nga sa instructional planning sa IMs nimo. If applicable ka ng available bang mga resources, kung dili ba, so dapat nagpili ka ang mga available resources nga mabuhat lang imo within the learning environment. So, without proper planning, the risk of not completing the task is possible. So kita man tanano if dili jud nato magtarong buhat atong instructional planning or atong lesson plan kay magkara-kara gid ta. So dili siya klaro, dili siya organized. So dili kayo masabtan ni student og kita pud ka lang dili ta kana confident nga matubang sa ila kay dili man ta ready matubang. O dili ka ready sa pagbuhat sa atong instructional planning. Teachers are not excused from making plans. One of the major roles of teacher is to prepare an everyday lesson plan that requires careful and systematic planning. So, as a future educator, so kung mag-enter taaning ang field in education is, we are required to making plans. We are not excused magbuhat sa lesson plan o instructional planning. So, one of the major roles sa teacher is ang facilitator. So, as we are the master of the lesson, so kita dapat ang magulit sa lesson sa student, kita dapat ang mas daghan og knowledge kay kanang dili ta makahatag og knowledge sa student kung wala tayo mismo knowledge sa itong pagtudlo. So, always remember that ang success sa learning process mag-depend on how systematically prepared and how creative the teacher was and his strategy. Kung kita dili ta prepared, kung kita dili ta kanang sa atong kung kita dili ta prepare sa atong hatag o instructional planning is dili ko siya ma-success ang atong learning environment. So, defining lesson plan. So, can you read, class?
Lesson plan is concise summary of the course instruction by the teacher. It is considered the learning direction of a lesson. It is a strategy devised by a teacher to guide the learning of a class. Such specifics can be further depending on the teacher's preferences, the topics covered, and the pupils' needs.
So, in defining lesson plan, ang lesson nga na maingon nato na ang lesson plan is the summary of course instruction by the teacher. So, maingon nato is diraman talaga kuha kung sa atong objectives ng buhaton, kung sa activity nga ito ipabuhat sa student, o kung sa bang applicable nga mga strategy nga itong mabuhat para sa student para engaging or interactive ang pagtudlo. So, consider the learning direction of a class. Ang ingon, mo ni ang core instruction nga para hanay ang atong pagbuhat sa atong lesson plan ug sa atong pag-discuss sa student is hanay po siya. So, such as developing teachers' topic covered and pupils take. So, sa atong lesson plan na nakabuhat naman yung lesson plan na narin tanan para guide lang natin ang demonstrate sa atong mga student. So, the teacher, as the master of learning, need to identify the important points of the lesson arranged to be presented by to the pupils. So kita as teacher no, kita dapat ang master sa atong ipagtudlo sa student. So ang lesson plan nato dapat mastered na nato siya. Dili ta pwede magbuhat og lesson plan nga wala pud nato siya gi-master, wala nato gi-familiarize di taro og buhat kung kahay ka nang nagkuha na ka sa Google without ka nang familiarizing or ka nang nasabtan mo ang imong ipagbuhat. And lastly, a well-planned lesson is important in making the lesson process significant because it enables the teacher to identify the important event that will lead to success and implementation of the lesson. And now, we can now proceed the advantage of the lesson planning. So number one is to promote self-confidence in the teachers. Kung naantay ka ng organized lesson planning o organized instructional planning is confidence si teacher ng matubang sa tubangan. Parehas na lang kita kung tahay mag-demo ta. If dili ta ko ka ng comfortable or dili to satisfied sa reward lesson planning or instructional plan is maulaw to or dili ta confident. So, muna, advantage. Number two is, it helps the teacher to keep track the sequence of the lesson. So, balik-balik na siya, no? Dapat kanang pagbuhat ng lesson planning is kanang mag-keep on track na dapat akan dili ka mawala sa passing goal na tama lang ito ang buhat na wala daw sa isunod na buhaton. Number three is, it allows the teacher to reflect and improve her teaching for the future. Parehas na lang sa atong demonstration is nagakuha siya og knowledge sa tuwa para mag-gain of understanding para gamit nato siya in the future na sa field of education. So number three is, fourth is, it gives teaching matters organized in a time frame. So kung natin lesson planning is teaching matters organized. So organize ang atong pagtuto sa student. Number 5 is, it helps the teachers to consider the character realistic of interest in the preparation of the activities. And number 6, ang tulo naman siya, it provides an opportunity for the teacher to anticipate possible problems in execution of the problem. So, it serves as the opportunity ng teacher sa dahil naman siya kalisuran sa atong mga previous kaya ginabuhat, it will serve as ka naman gain of understanding sa iyakin na magamit in the future. Number 7 is it inspires the teachers to formulate and ask relevant questions. So, kita, if natin nagbuhat sa pag-organize lesson planning is maka-formulate na ta kung tanong sa atong mga question kung nasabtan na studento, kung kung sa paakal na kung sa So, number 9 is, number 8 pa na. It allows the teacher to collect, create, and utilize appropriate materials for the learning process. So, understandable naman siya. So, we can proceed to number 9. It helps the teacher to evaluate the teaching and learning process. So, ma-evaluate po ni teachers, especially sa mga student to. Yung nanay activity, kung nasabtan ba yung student, kung sa pa, kailangan may ni teacher. And number 10 is, it guides teacher to assess if the learning objective is achieved. So, kanang kita in demonstrating is one of our goal is kung na-achieve ba nato ang objectives or na-hit ba nato ang objectives in demonstrating our lesson to our student. And now, these are the disadvantages of lesson planning. So, number 1 is it does allow the teachers to work independently and it compromises flexibility. So, ano nga imo siyang disadvantages? So, one of the disadvantages of lesson plan is that it can lead to teachers working in isolation, potentially missing out the collaboration, insight, and ideas. So, usahay no is kanang nasukaan na mo work independently in conducting or making a lesson planning is kanang malimtan na nato kung sa itong mga activity na dapat applicable lang sa student kung interactive pa siya. So, mo na siya, nahihilo siya, disadvantage. Number 2 is it makes simple matters complicated. So nga nung imo siyang disadvantages kasi simple lang manunta siya. One potential disadvantage of lesson planning is that it can sometimes lead overcomplicating simple concept or task. When teacher overly script or structure their lesson, they may inadvertently create unnecessary complexity, making it harder for students to grasp material. So, mas mahimo siyang lisod if kanang it makes simple matters complicated. Mahimo siyang lisod imbes sayon lang atong ginapabuhat kay sa conducting o dili mo kayo ta sa mag-lesson planning is mahimo na noong lisod sa student. Dili na noong na matouch up pag-ayo. Number 3 is the last. It allows the possibility of making the teaching process challenging. So, is that can sometimes make the teaching process more challenging by creating a disconnect between the planned activities and the needs of interest of the student. If the lesson is too rigid or not effectively tailored to the student abilities and learning styles, it can lead to disengagement or frustration among learners. So these are the disadvantages of lesson planning. So the next reporters is
Elements of the lesson plan. The first one is the learning objective. Teachers should determine the learning objective on elements of the lesson plan. So, teachers should consider essential elements in writing a lesson plan. So why the teacher needs to consider essential elements in writing lesson plan? That's not something. Why the teacher needs to consider essential elements in writing lesson plan? So it is important to ensure that the lesson plan is focused and designed to meet the needs of the children. The first one is learning objective. The teacher should determine the learning objectives that he/she wants to achieve. Determining the objectives can be done based on the attributes of the pupils and what is stated in the curriculum. In establishing objectives, the teacher should select and rank set based on the important. So when we make a lesson plan, di ba makita na sila sa pinakauna sa lesson plan. So, learning objective, it is our goal or unsa mga knowledge, values, or skills ang ating gusto na ma-achieve or ma-attain sa mga pupils. Also, when we present our objective, it must be clear and dapat smart ang atong objective. Next is activities. These are the learning experiences provided by the teacher. A variety of activities that enable the teacher to have through concept being taught and using different activity can reach a wide range of learning styles. Activity to be prepared and offered to the pupils must be fun, engaging, enjoyable. Minutes also where activity must be fun, engaging, enjoyable, and learning is the real world situation for them na active sila mo participate sa learning process. And the third element is the assessment tool. Assessment is an important part of the lesson for both the teacher and the pupils. Appropriate assessment tools must be properly selected by the teacher to evaluate what is needed to be evaluated. Also, assessment can be used by the teachers to determine the strengths and weaknesses of the teaching process through teachers' reflection. In assessment, is diha na tunay na ang students if na ba sila natunan throughout the discussion. It should be pieces or oral recitation ba, and so on. So do you think, okay, if we give our student an assessment and our result is plain or gamay lang ang results, then taas ilang result, then yung imuhang teaching is effective. If not, naman is hindi dapat mag-change ng mga PPT na dapat taas ilang results. Then, that's how our lesson plan and ends reports. Wow. Setting of objective. The first step that the teacher should do is to identify the learning objective. The stated objective should be anchored on the three domains that needed to be developed, such as cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. The teacher can use available taxonomy is very specific, measurable, attainable, result-oriented, and time-bound objective. As I said earlier, unang nakita na pinakauna sa lesson plan ng objective. So, nakaiwan man rin ang objective is a roadmap. Because dito nag-base sa unsay ma-achieve or ma-achieve sa bata. Nakabalo, if mag-iwa ka o lesson plan, diba, dapat na akong tulo, which is ang cognitive na concept, knowledge, affective sa values, and psychomotor sa skills or abilities sa bata. And the next is stating the subject matter. This part involves the content and concept that the teacher has to present to the class. Other elements of this part include reference, pwede makuha sa teacher ang information na sa itutlo, ang materials kung sa gamiton niya, like Arduino, mga visual aids, and the skills. Stating the reference use is important to validate the concept that is involved in the lesson. Furthermore, teacher must use materials that are appropriate and can motivate to the pupils. So that's all.
Good afternoon. I am one of the reporters of Group 2. And this time I am going to continue the discussion of the parts of the lesson plan. Since na-discuss na ang second objective, which is the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Ang plan is stating that subject matter kung saan imuhang specific topic. So next is procedure. So, ang procedure is called as the body of the lesson plan. So, it means na dapat siya of some parts dari ang side ang procedure. So, first ang part is preliminary activities. So, guys, you read what is preliminary activities.
This is the daily routine of the class. It includes readings, prayers, checking attendance, community songs, and other activities that establish knowledge from our during the teacher's
Yes, thank you, Almarie. So, una siya no, ang greetings, pag-abot sa teacher mo, greet siya sa student, then prayer. So, dili dayon siya mo discuss sa iyang lesson. Then, so kuhaan pa niya ang attention sa mga bata, or sa ikuha pa sila o relationship with the teachers and the students. So, dili, so dapat na-adjust ka na activity first before ka mag-start sa imuhang, before ka mag-proceed sa proper lesson mo. So, review, of course, kailangan before ka mag-proceed mo sa topic is dapat balot sa imo kung namin nasabtan ang inyong estudyante sa inyong discuss, for example, kagahapon. So dira ang ma-measure nimo kung na sila na balaan. So understandable naman ang review, no? So motivation, then so diri na ka mag-start. So tandaan mo, for example, sa PE, ang imong topic is physical fitness. So ang imong buhaton is magpakita ka, magpa-activity ka related sa physical fitness. Or di ba ka magpakita ka og videos about exercise, ng mga nag-exercise. So dira ang mag-guess nila kung saan imuhang lesson. So, mo na din nakasunod ang presentation. So, dira sa presentation, mga sa ka sa imuhang student kung ano kaya ang topic. Ano kaya ang topic nga ilaha. So, tanawin mo kung nag-gets ba sa student ang imuhang topic. So, especially element bagong topic. So, next is we have discussion. So, dira na ang proper lesson mo discuss na ka. For example, physical fitness. For example, physical part of the lesson. So, importante siya kay dili lang siya maka-gain of knowledge ang imuhang student. Then, after sa discussion, you have proceeded ka sa generalization. So, dili na, ano na to, diba? So, previous knowledge na to, ang generalization is more on kung saan values na makuha nila sa imuhang discussion. It doesn't mean na ikaw ng teacher ang mo generalize or mo hatag og generalization sa imong topic. Kundi importante dira, di ba, gina-encourage tama. As a future teacher, gina-encourage tama gikan sa mga estudyante ang generalization. So, kung sa'y nasabtan nila, kung saan values nga nakuha nila sa imuhang lesson. So, next is the application. And after so, tanawin mo kung i-measure sa nimo, tanawin mo kung nabay nasabtan ang imuhang estudyante sa imuhang discussion. After all, nga ba sila na sabdan. So, ang imong buhatan is maghatag ka og mga activities. It's either kanang game days or mga ingana nga activities para makita nimo kung nakasabag ba ang imuhang estudyante. Then, next is the evaluation. Then, this is very important. So, the teacher gives an assessment based on the concept learned. This is a way of evaluating the progress of children and how much they understood the lesson. Essential information is given to teachers through the use of evaluation. Through using appropriate class assessment strategies and techniques, teachers can increase their pupils' motivation and show them how well they have learned the language. So, dili ang part, makita ko yung kung sa kaka-effective as a teacher. So, dili lang tanawin mo, i-measure ni mo ang kapasidad sa mga estudyante nga nakasabot sila sa mga discussion, dili ikaw po mismo dira ka mag-assess sa imo. Yes. Makita ni mo kung naging effective ba ka sa iyong mga estudyante through giving them the evaluation. Aside sa mga benefits na sa ilaha, it also benefits you as a teacher. So, last one is the assignment. So, muna siya ang pinaka-last. So, the assignment is an activity that pupils need to do after class at their homes. It aims to help enforce what is learned inside the classroom to gather other information beyond what was taught in the classroom. Really, ensure ni mo ba nga ang estudyante, dili nila malimtan ang inyong i-discuss this day. So, it is important na gatagaan mo sila o assignment. So, assignment is one of the measurement na kung nag-remain pa sa ilaha ang imuhang tulo diri sa classroom. So, and here is an example of detailed lesson plan in physical education and health. So, nasabta naman ito kung mga himay-himay natin sa mga parts of the lesson plan. So, diri ang muna siya ang example. Kindly observe lang.
Yes.
So, muna ito na-discuss ka. Muna siya ang stating the setting the objective goal. Next is the subject matter, stating the subject matter. The next, una na yun na ang procedure. So we are very familiar sa ito, di ba?
Yes.
Especially BL. So, nasa kasagaran ang abang lesson plan. Yes,
4A.
Yeah.
Ang
And
detail.
details siya, di ba? Details siya. So, muna siya dapat because kalang is teacher that
Activity.
student ang left side lang. Well, muna na siya ang procedure, muna na siya ang upload sa imuhang lesson plan. So, muna na siya ang generalization, the application, so kaya ang plan. So, the assignment and the evaluation and the assignment. So, we are familiar with the making lesson plan, so I think that's all.